What's up, family? This is Gen X Cowboy coming to you from Family First Sports. Now let's talk about second wide receiver. There are reports from Nick Harris that we are interested in Amari Cooper. I want you guys to understand. Now, first of all, we should have never got rid of Amari Cooper. It was a big thing with him and Jerry Jones. But I want you to understand something. I love Amari Cooper, right? But the Amari Cooper we're getting now is not the same Amari Cooper that we had before. So I want you guys to understand that. Do I think he still can be a solid number two, better than Jalen Tolbert and what we currently have? I do. I think he'll be a little upgrade. Just a little though. Not a major upgrade from what they had. I know Jalen Tolbert hadn't put up any kind of numbers, right? But, you know, these guys are getting long in the tooth, right? They're getting up there. And we need to understand that there are times, man, where these guys lose a lot in their legs when they get older. They start getting injured a little bit more often than they were before. And not wishing that on Amari Cooper, I think he's a great guy. He was with Josh Allen, man, and I'm surprised that if he was of any ilk that they would let him go with a quarterback like Josh Allen throwing him the ball. Why would Buffalo let this guy go? Now, I don't want to be like a Mickey Spagnola. That's a Mickey thing there, man. If he was this good, why did this team let him go? I'm not that guy, right? But I do believe that Amari Cooper could be something, but we gotta understand we're not getting the same guy. We're not getting the same guy. I think the Cowboys totally botched getting a second wide receiver in the offseason. We could have had anything. We could make trades. I remember one time we were talking about making a trade with the Jets, doing some type of trade there. I don't know what Jalen Tolbert is going to do coming forward, but I know it's not worth the risk to throw out the whole season. We done got our defense together with Eberflus. We're building our offensive line, right? Dak got a running back. He's going to have a running back. He's going to have a running game. We're doing all of that, but that second wide receiver stick out like a sore thumb. I don't want to risk Jalen Tolbert being that guy. If he's that guy, fine, that's fantastic. That's icing on the cake, right? But I don't want to go in the season having him as our second wide receiver and we're dependent on this guy who last year laid an egg. Let's be honest, he laid an egg. I don't want to hear about Dak got hurt and Cooper Rush couldn't get him the ball. I don't hear none of that. He had a prime opportunity to snatch that second wide receiver position and he didn't. He didn't do it. So I don't know what kind of jump that's going to happen now. Shotty believes in him. And that's important when your head coach believes in the guy you are. But we want to make sure that we don't go in the season depending on this guy to be the second wide receiver. Maybe Amari Cooper, a little bridge, maybe him having a familiarity with Dak, that could help us a lot. But I don't want to go in the season depending on Jalen Tolbert to be our second wide receiver. All right, guys, this is Gen X Cowboy coming to you from Family First Sports. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I plan to bring you guys some great content moving forward. Y'all stay up.